which is strange to them. They were not involved.
The Auditor General's report of 2011 faulted Parliament for failing to follow the laid-down rules in awarding a tender for the rehabilitation and reconstruction of the parliamentary building. Officials from the Parliamentary Commission were put to task to explain the anomalies in the procurement process by the legislators from the Public Accounts Committee. The probe unearthed flaws that ran counter to the regulations set out Public Procurement and Disposal of Assets Authority.
Because we don't know whether there was value for money for this. The reason why there must be a contracts committee is that under the procurement process, the usual department initiates.
I think, Mr. Chairman, really, let them accept because they are at fault. There is no way you would have done the work of the evaluation committee when you are a contracts committee.
And if the payment is to be made, this is now under compensation, which is under the office of the Attorney General. It's not Parliament.
How could the contracts committee not get involved and later accept to behave properly?
Another flaw highlighted by the MPs was the supply of vehicles meant for the Interparliamentary Union Conference, whose valuation the contracts committee disagreed with.
The technical evaluation indicated for Lot 3 that the specifications had not been met by the firms that bidded.
The budget was for IPU and some procurements had not materialized. So we are going to lose a lot of money if we had cancelled that procurement.
But IPU was not an emergency. We got the opportunity to host the IPU long ago.
IPU was not an emergency activity. Why did these procurements have to wait for a crisis?
The Public Accounts Committee members then turned their attention to the offices rented by Parliament at Bowman House, which they said were paid for the 6 months in advance without anyone occupying them. The legislators also queried the signing of separate contracts for renting the washrooms and the ground floor.
How is Parliament spending the taxpayers' money on the rent? Office space is wrong.
To find out the underlying factors behind the continuous variations, continuous revisions of procurement contracts in Parliament.
Well, the Attorney General will tell us. But what I know is that when you rent a house, there must be toilet. And when you rent office space in town, the landlord gives you a key to the toilet and gives you a parking slot.
More research all NTV at Parliament.
Which is strange to them. They were